Or not today. Hello there, Catitude. You are first. You have the crown. Hi, Maxie. Hey, buddy. Are you over there? Max. Aye. I know, Maxie. Those eyes are looking somewhat better already. About a day into your doxycycline. Max. Maxie. I know you're waiting for your food. With the sniffs. Hello there, Rosemary. Hope you're doing well today. You know, Max, you got your sniffer going. You eating on the carpet. Did you find a little piece of dry food, honey? His eyes are a little bit better. They're definitely less gunky after a day or so getting back on the doxy. They're still a little red, pinkish red. But another day or so will probably be fine. We're just hoping that it's maybe he didn't get enough doxycycline. He only got it for like 6 days, and we got like 2 weeks worth now. So hopefully, that'll make it better. I know, Max, it's almost time for some food, isn't it? Enjoy. Now, if it does flare back up, he could be having an allergy, maybe, and could be because of the carpet, could be because of, I don't know, the weather, could be because of a lot of things. Maybe he's allergic to himself. Maybe we'll need to shave him fully. He'll be a naked Maximus. Or because he's diabetic and has a compromised immune system, it could just be one of those things. He just maybe gets flared up. I'm sure he's feeling some stress because we're feeling some stress. Process of moving and all that good fun stuff, getting this house on the market. I'm sure that's playing a part of it. But thankfully, though, as you all can see, he has his appetite, which is a good thing. If anybody's new here, you want to say hello, please feel free to. You might be able to hear Yoda in the back, outside. Yoda does not like doors. You know, Catitude, there actually is a human grade allergy medicine. Chlora, they're short for like chlortabs, but it's like chlorophena something. And we have given it before to, I think maybe to Max or to somebody. It's cat safe, and you can just get it like at your local like grocery store or drugstore. So yeah, there are some allergen medicines for kitties that is safe for cats. Rosemary, I think he also knows today is Saturday, so he knows that soon enough he will be seeing and playing with a little bit of a laser toy. So I think he knows that as well. Hello there, Phil. Hope you're doing well today. I might only go an hour today. We'll see. I've been doing two over the last few Saturdays, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Well, Phil, I hope you're having at least a good day at work. Yoda. Yoda. Yes, Yoda is back from his little adventure out in space. He had to go convene with his home planet. Those who saw his short, him getting not kidnapped, but just taken back to his home planet for a few hours. Hello there, is it Foddy? Fody? Fodl? Fodl? Hello. What you been reading, Phil? What kind of books you like to read? Hello there, Bruce. How is Bruce? What is the kitty's name again? I want to say Penelope, but I know it's not Penelope. I can't remember what the kitty's name was. I think it started with a P though. Hello there, Roz. Hello there, Sydney Cat. Pepper. Okay, I know it started with a P. Max is like, I ate. I'm ready to leave this room. You have nothing else for me, human. I'm not interested in being petted or being on film at the moment. Hello there, Sherry. Hope you're doing well. Phil, you like to read everything. Right now, you're reading Empire of the Vampire. Interesting. Is that like a Twilight kind of book? It's about the only vampire movie or book that I'm familiar with. Well, there's Blade. Yoda. 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 Roz, I appreciate gifting, sending a gift, a membership to somebody there. Kathy something, Jedi Master something. Hopefully they will use and enjoy their membership there. Thank you, Roz. Super level fantasy, think Witcher level of gritty. Okay, nice. Max, you gonna come over, Maxie? You gonna stretch? Max. Maximus, how you got some gunk in your eyeball, buddy, that we gotta clean out. Bruce, going to take a few days for Pepper and the rest. Oh yeah, I mean probably more than that, Bruce. I mean you might get fortunate, and it might only be a short period of time. So Bruce, I think you said Pepper looks like Zelda. So is she a tabby then? Is she a gray tabby? Oh, appreciate it, Phil. Max has definitely been more stable on his feet. I will say. Oh, well, there you go. Hello, Kathy. You were gifted a membership, and you're right here. I hope you enjoy the membership from Roz, and you can use the emojis. And maybe in a month or so, after the membership, or when it gets close to expiring, you can maybe continue to stay as a member. But it's up to you, obviously, of course, as well. Delilah is a tuxedo as well. Okay. How old is Delilah, Kathy? I'm not sure how familiar you are with this channel, Kathy, or these kitties, but we do have 9, and 3 of them are tuxedos. Maximus right here, Yoda, the whining one on the other side of the door, and Tiny. I'm gonna let Max out here in a few moments. Max. Bruce Pepper is 13. Okay. Any health issues or anything, Bruce, that you're aware of, or is she just a senior kitty but healthy beyond that? You know, last night we lost our power. That's always fun, right? So we lost our power around 10:30 at night or so, and isn't it crazy like how much we rely on electricity? We're like so spoiled living in this era in history. And I kind of look like electricity is kind of like magic, don't you? You just flick that little switch up there, and boom, you have light. It's quite amazing, really. Kathy, your kitty is 10, and you adopted her in her 5th. Okay, so she's okay. Awesome. All right, Maxie, I'm gonna let you out. But yeah, seriously, you turn this on. You just hit this little switch. and you have light. It's just crazy. Yoda, you want to say hello, Yoda? You're like, not really. Meh. Meh. So everybody say hello to Yoda. He's doing well. Roz, all the cats for the most part, they're doing fairly well. I mean, Max has got his little eye issue, but he seems like he's getting better already with a day with Oxy. Rosemary, it seems like she's kind of stabilizing. She's eating her food more regularly. Zelda, and everybody else is doing well. I appreciate you asking. Hello there, Bella Moon. Yoda. Urgh. Urgh. Yoda. Urgh. Yeah, Yoda's definitely the most talkative of these cats here, of these 9. Yes, he's definitely back, happy from the aliens. Hello, baby. Baby. Hi. You want to say hello to everybody as well, baby? Hi. Are you going to have a moment up here on the post? You want to go climb the wall, honey? Yoda. Yes, we see you. We obviously hear you. Bella, you have 9 cats as well? Awesome. What kind of cats are they? Baby. I know, Yoda. Let me get you your toy out. Hello, Tine. Did this. Come on, Yoda. I know, Yoda, you've been waiting like all week here. Hello there, Cindy. And we have the 3 tuxedos of the apocalypse right now. And they're in a triangle. That's never a good sign. Roz, May might be coming to live with you in the end of October. Okay. Sooner the better, right? Bruce, appreciate. Yep, absolutely. Suki will always be in your heart. And you gave her a good, loving home for the time that she had. Hello there, Maya. How you doing? Pancakes. Are you going to do anything about it? No, Pandora doesn't really care. Baby, hi. Yes, you're behind me. I see you. Hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday, this Saturday. Saturday afternoon for me. Saturday evening, I think, for some of you. Maya, yeah, I appreciate the question, or not the question, but the comment. The kitties, for the most part, are doing well. Max has got some doxycycline in his system again, so hopefully that'll help his eyeballs. But overall, he seems like he's improving again. Yeah. Hi, baby. You're looking a little nutty. Of course, you're always looking a little nutty. I think our laser pointer is running out of juice. All right, Yoda, I'm sorry, it's dead. I didn't charge it, so I gotta go charge this. Cindy, I appreciate, as always, the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, friend. Bella, yes. This kitty right here, this little nutcase right here is the baby. All right, kitties, we're gonna go outside because I gotta charge this. Come on. Come on, Yoda. Come on. Yeah, we're starting to get like, we're doing some purging today because in about a month or so, we're gonna put this house up on the market. And we had a real estate agent come in yesterday just to kind of go over some stuff. Hang on a second, let me get this charged in here. Yeah, Yoda, it's charging. You will get it again. So that was kind of fun, I guess. It's always fun to move. Come on, guys. Here, Yoda, let's bring your hammock out as well. Maybe he'll be out here with his hammock, his manly pink hammock. Thankfully, we don't have a ton of things to do with this house. We have power washing coming in to power wash the outside. What else do we have? HVAC system to get cleaned out. Nothing crazy. Phil, we don't know. I mean, we do have some places in Florida. We do have a few cities in Florida. We're actually going to go back to Florida in about a month or so before we put this house on the market, just to check a couple of areas. But we're also still thinking about just staying in North Carolina, Phil. I mean, this has been our home since 2008. We are kind of like attached to this state, and NC is a pretty good place to live in. The biggest issue we have with Florida potentially is like we probably would rent first. And then we were looking, like, if you buy a house, unfortunately, like the real estate market, the insurance, the home insurance is crazy high in Florida, like insanely crazy high in Florida, from what I've heard and from what I've read. Hello there, Orange. Hello there, Lewis. How you doing, Lewis? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining this crew today. Yeah, Phil, exactly. That's what I was reading. Hurricane insurance, like wind insurance, stuff like that, has been like insane. And there's been like some insurance companies that actually left the state of Florida because of the recent hurricanes, and a lot of people can't afford to buy the insurance, and then they can't have a home. So it's like that's a problem potentially. That is definitely a problem. So, I don't know. We might just stay in NC. We could potentially buy in North Carolina right off the bat as well, down in the coastal area. Homes there are kind of cheaper. And to be honest, we'd rather buy, because the problem with renting... Hello there, Shelly. How you doing? The problem with renting is you have always the risk and the issue of getting caught potentially, because most rental companies, they only like allow 2 or 3 pets, or 2 or 3 cats, dogs, or whatever at a time. So we would have like, you know, a ton of illegal kitties, which has never been a problem before, but there's always that risk, that concern. Hello there, Alexa. I'm doing well. Hope you are as well. That risk or concern that, you know, somebody's like going to say something, and then, you know, you're going to be out of a home in like a couple of months or something if you get kicked out. So it's a problem. If there's about 30 people in here at the moment, if anybody is new here, this is the orange cat is Tang. The tuxedo that's in the pink hammock is Tiny. The flat cat that looks like she's passed out at the moment, melting, is Pandora. The Calico over there is the baby, and the one here who's wanting to show her butt to everybody is Kit. These are 5 out of the 9 cats that live with us, or that we live with, I should say. Roz, it's a potential, and the one good thing about buying, as some of you probably know, like interest rates right now are like insanely high. So one of the like perks of buying from a builder at the moment is they're providing like much lower interest rates to try to like entice people into buying a home from them. So it's definitely a potential, Roz. We're going to be going, though, if we do this, into a much smaller home. Right now, this house is about 3,000 square feet, roughly. And then we're looking into some homes where we can also put a screened-in porch in that's about 1,000 square feet less, so it's about 1,800 square feet. But it's big enough for these cats. Bruce, some rental companies want 650 pet deposit fee, non-refundable, and then, yep, that sounds very familiar, Bruce. We've been through that and done that. Maya, this is actually a smaller home. When we were down in Wilmington, off of the coast in North Carolina, we were actually in a home that was about 4,000 square feet. We bought too big. It was like too much, way too much. So we're in the process of just starting to downsize. Hello there, Doxland. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Storm Chaser. You know, we still would be like in a 4-bedroom home, though, because we kind of need 4 bedrooms. You know, a bedroom for us, a bedroom for Rosemary. My wife needs an office-like space, and then kind of like a sick quarantine bedroom or a fostering bedroom. Bella, so let me go through all the cats here that are out here. So Kit here is about 9. The baby is 13. Pandora is 13. Tiny is 4. Yoda is 8 or 9. And Tang over there is also 4. Yeah, does anybody have an interest in buying buying a home in semi-rural North Carolina out here? We'll be on the market in about a month. If you know anybody that might be interested. Doxlin, update on your kitties. Your kitties are doing better. The male one has slept with you on the bed and has been more friendly towards you. Awesome. That's good. I'm glad to hear. Hello there, is it Ava? Ava Z. Hello. Thank you for saying hello. If you are new here, hello and a big old welcome from me. My name is Adam, by the way. A little bit about this channel, those who might be listening in. So we have 9 cats that live with us here. We do donate all of our channel money. So for example, we had somebody, Cindy Lucinda Gallagher, did a $50 super chat. Every single cent of that will be going to help cats in need around the world. We actually next Saturday we'll be doing our donations for the month of June. We'll be donating about $300 or so to at least 3 different charities, maybe 4. Lewis, you have a friend that's in Lumberton. Lewis, Lumberton's about, that's by Fayetteville, if I'm thinking correctly, Lewis. That's about an hour and a half away or so. Hour and a half, give or take. Not too far away. Lewis, has the person lived in NC his whole life or her whole life? Yoda. Also, just a big heads up, I think most of you know, but if you don't, then myself and the lovely Shelly from the I Am Raven channel, we will be doing a live tomorrow together. And it's going to be just about cat questions. So if you have kitties and maybe you have a particular question about your cats, feel free to join us tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just a heads up. Dachshund, 2 years ago you were in Bulgaria and you and your friend were at a restaurant where street cats were and you're petting them and one bit you softly. Oh, okay. Roz, yes, we are definitely country. We're by a farm. There's a farm over there. Very green out here. Lots of farmland, and it's actually starting to rain here ever so slightly, so we may not be out here for too long, but we'll see. Lewis, you can ask him. No, he's a New Jersey guy. Went to school in NC and met him. Okay, awesome. Awesome, Lewis. Maya, I think you have some kind of a power because I've noticed recently when you said, like, where are certain people, it doesn't seem like far off, like maybe a minute two after you say something that you see them make a comment. It's very unusual. Duxlin, you wish you were in America. In Germany, it's too boring. I'm sorry to hear that. Dachshund, I'm assuming you were born in Germany. Yes, cats. Raw. So do the cats. They definitely love their screened-in porch. When we had our real estate agent in yesterday that we're talking to, they didn't know we had a screened-in porch, so they were thinking this price they were like saying that this place might sell for about 430, roughly. But she said after seeing this, you could probably easily go like 450, maybe 460. Those who don't know much about me, I know some like topics people find a little taboo, but to me, I don't. I mean, I'm the kind of person where literally you can pretty much ask me any question on these live streams if you so desire. What I always like to tell people though is, you can ask me whatever, but you just may not like the answer. It's what I always like to tell my family because my family is a little nutty. So, but anyways, definitely some added value to this home. Hello there. Is it pre-ready? Hello and welcome. If you are new to this channel, hello. Well, Maya, it's above our price point as well because I was talking to my wife recently, and I think kind of what we've got ourselves into over the last like few years is we bought too big, and it just becomes a little too much. So we are very like mortgage poor and cat poor, very mortgage poor and cat poor. I know, Yoda. You're not in your pink hammy because you came in here late, and Tiny got it instead. Hi, Yoda. Tiny, Tiny. Baby. It's not about you, baby, all the time. Baby, come on. Come on. Come on. Catitude, you're also mortgage poor. Yep. You know the feeling, right? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. We're got to, unfortunately, Bruce, I think you did this recently. We got to cut some of these cats' nails because we're going to be on Monday. We're going to have new carpet put in our upstairs, like all of the second floor, and the reason being this one right here. I'm zooming in on him right now. This troublemaker named Tang. He, for whatever reason, does not like the carpet we currently have, so he kind of destroyed parts of it. And he knows he's bad with that. So we're going to have to clip his nails to make sure when this new carpet is put down that he doesn't do the same thing. He's been a naughty little orange cat. Oh, you kit. Oh, kit. Just a little heads up for next Saturday when we do the donation live stream. Right now we have still uh, six seniors that we're going to be sponsoring again. Some of them are seniors that we sponsored before. There are a couple of new ones though. There is one very pretty one. You'll see next week if she's still there. Named I think the cat's name is like Arctic Fox or something, or Ventic Fox. Very strange name. But she's a very beautiful. She kind of looks like Pandora a little bit. She's got like this white coat. Very majestic looking kitty. If anybody's interested in seeing the cat right now or sometime today, just go on the website Safe Haven for Cats, Safe Haven for Cats, and just go scroll down into like the adoptable cats right there, and you can see her. She's a very pretty kitty. Hello there, Peter. How you doing? You know, if we had more space or maybe an extra room, we would definitely think about adopting one of the safe haven cats because they're very close to where we live. They're probably like 20 miles away. But unfortunately, we are full right now with these 9. Well, Catatu, not necessarily senior only rescues. It doesn't have to be senior only, but I'd love to find some other places, Catatu, that has like where you can sponsor particular cats, right? Most of the places you can't like sponsor like a particular cat to help get adopted. You just like doing like general donations to to the business, to the place. But I wish we could find some other places where it's like you can do sponsoring, but there's only just a couple that seem to do that. Hi, baby. I know you're good. Those I normally don't talk about videos that I've done recently, but I will say there is a pretty humorous video with this one, Tiny. I think most of you probably already seen it, but where she was doing some opera singing, something a little different, something a little cute. But anyways, hello there, Brittany. Me saying hi. Me, hubby getting a kitty is a tabby. Any tips on female tabbies you can share? What kind of tips are you asking about, Brittany? Is this your first kitty, or do you have other cats? Let's just kind of start there. Is this your first cat, or do you have other cats? And then we'll kind of go from there. But I'm completely willing to kind of give you some advice though, as well, Brittany, as are others on this chat as well, because most of the people that are on this chat, they have multiple kitties and have had experience with cats for a very long time. Bruce, tomorrow you're gonna have your daughter watch just in case there's a question that needs answered. Okay, appreciate it. First kitty. Okay. Um, The best tips I can give you, Brittany, for me, if it's a first cat, is to understand that the cat might be hiding at first, because they're going to go from, I'm assuming, a shelter, and they're going to be going into a new community, or not a new community, I'm sorry, a new environment that's going to have new smells that might scare them. So go slow, be patient. I would advise, honestly, to like set up like either a bedroom, just one bedroom, or a bathroom that they can kind of go into for a couple of days so they can kind of get their bearings. Because again, it's going to be a completely new environment, new sense, all that stuff. Go slow, be patient. How old is the kitty? Hello there, Cake Ice Cream from Hollywood, California. How you doing? The gray one, this is Kit Cake. Just kind of catching up on chat here. Okay. I don't think I've been to a state fair for many, many, many years. I think a lot of people go to the state fairs just to eat all the weird and unusual food. You know, like what, like roasted Oreos or baked Oreos, or just like the different, like, chocolate covered whatever, just all the strange foods that are there. Oh, I'm going to get you, kit. You going to kick me? Hello there, Les. Brittany, you're gonna have a getting kitty from a friend who lives in apartments with no time for the cat. How old, Brittany? How do you know? Do you know roughly how old the cat is? And that's actually a good thing. If it's coming from a person's apartment, then they have things. Brittany, here's another piece of advice. So the cat probably has like either like a cat bed, or some sort of pillow or piece of clothing or something that has their scent on them. So definitely take that with you. And again, my advice would be to put them in a bathroom or a bedroom for a few days and have something that they have their scent with. So it's something that they like. Cats are big on scents, so it's something that can kind of provide them some security until they get used to all the new smells that'll be in your place. Dachshund, you've been to the Netherlands, and the food there gave you one heck of a stomach ache. Huh. Right, Boo Bears. Again, if there are any new people in here, if you want to say hello, feel free to. You can obviously just watch, and you can listen to my ramblings. Sometimes my ramblings are pretty entertaining. Sometimes they'll put you to sleep. It just depends. I've been heard sometimes I have a very monotone voice, and I completely agree with that at times. I've been told sometimes that I have what's called a good radio voice, because I definitely don't have a TV face. Those who have never seen me, I will be on camera tomorrow, so just avert your eyes when you see me. Her name is Nyla. Okay. Well, if anybody else has any tips for Brittany about kind of bringing a new cat in, feel free to leave it in chat. But Brittany, I think those are kind of like this kind of the starting steps. Now, Brittany, the cool thing is if you want to, like, once you bring the kitty home, and as time goes on, I do live streams every Tuesday night and Saturday kind of afternoons. So if you want to like subscribe to the channel and then join on these live streams, you can always ask myself or the community, the family here. You can always ask us questions. Never, you know, always. This is a warm and welcoming place, or at least I hope it is, or I try to make it into that for everybody. My only thing is just you got to love cats. If you don't love cats, then to be honest with you, I'm not sure why you're on this channel or in this live stream. That's my only requirement, is that you love cats. And that's it. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well. Brittany, you're sorry if you talk different. You have a lot. Oh, Brittany, no worries ever as far as that goes. We all have things that we struggle with, and we all have things that sometimes people who are silly or who are mean, that make fun of them for such things like that. So no worries. The Bubble Raffian. Bubble. I mean Bulldog Raffian. Sorry there. You actually seen a stray cat in Cordell? Is that Cordell, Georgia? Place where you go to film trains? Trains. I can't talk. That's part of my disability. I feel like is I'm not the best communicator. I think sometimes I think so quickly, and then when I try to like put my thoughts into words, it all kind of gets garbly. I need to start to learn how to slow down. I almost feel like I should have been born in like New York. Louis, nothing against New Yorkers, but I think New Yorkers definitely talk very, 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 very fast. So I think I might be like part New York or something. You do your boobers. All right, let's get off of the boobers. We've been with the boobers for a while. Let's get back to Kit. Hello there, Zoe. How you doing? Doxlin, is it normal that the female kitty meows even though they have food? Yes. Doxlin, some cats are very vocal. I don't know if you remember when you were here last Tuesday. Maybe you heard like Yoda meow. Some cats are just very vocal. Some cats are quiet. So there's no. I don't consider. I don't think there's any issue with that. Hello there. Is it Jaislyn? Jaslyn? Hello. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. If you are new here, Jaislyn, hello and welcome. And if I'm saying that name incorrectly, please let me know. I try to do my best to pronunciate properly, but I'm old, special, and me. I'm going to stop talking for a second and just ask if, can you all hear that rain? There's a light rain kind of going on. Can anybody hear it? Hi, Rima. How you doing? Yeah, everybody can hear it. Awesome. Okay. Hi, Sue. How you doing, Sue? Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like recently, out here in North Carolina, it's like it's been Florida recently. So those who live in Florida will probably understand what I'm saying here. Is like almost every day or very often during the week, you'll have like these like kind of like pop-up storms in the afternoons, and as quick as they come, they go. And we've been having a lot of that in NC recently. Been very unusual. All right, we are going to go inside for a little bit, or we're at least going to go inside and go see. I don't want to make sure Yoda's not getting into trouble. So let's go take. We're going to let these cats be out here for just a moment. Hi. I know. Are you done? You're not done, are you? You're never done. Nope. You got to stretch that back leg out. I know, Yoda. All right, Yoda. I'm charging Yoda's toy and I'm charging his toothbrush too. Yoda's got a big toothbrush he likes to use. Cake, to answer your question, the gray one that was outside, that's Kit. Kit's a female. We'll go back outside in a bit here. But we'll give first, though, appease Yoda and his nuttiness with this smiley face. Yes, it is perfectly fine, Dachshund, if you do not brush your kitty's teeth. There's no issue with that. Hi, Orange. And to be honest, I mean, unless you start like at a very early age with a cat, like when they're a kitten brushing their teeth, you're not going to really have much luck brushing an older cat's teeth. Hello there. I'm just going to call you E, if that's okay. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Tine. Rima, we're going to hang out with We're gonna hang out with Max here or hopefully I'll be able to show you Max here in a little bit. What's your question, Rima? Feel free to ask. This is the one funny thing about cats and this kind of flooring. This is like LVP, so like vinyl flooring. They're a little bit more unsteady, or they kind of slip a little bit on their claws, a bit. Lewis, have I seen Pumbaa the? You know, I don't know what that word is, Lewis. Caracal, cock. Is that a cat of some kind on YouTube? I don't think I have, Lewis. I don't think I have. Rima, today your cat, who is almost 6, was trying so bad with a small. What does that say? With a small kitty. I meant like trying to approach her. Okay, so let me try to understand what you're saying, Rima. So your cat, who's about 6 years old, was approaching another cat. Is that correct? Let me know if that's correct so far. Hello there, Bailey. Okay, so what would be the next part, Rima? I got it so far. Sorry, Orangey, I scared you. Where'd you go, Yoda? Yes, Yoda's got to get all of his energy out before he goes back out to outer space again later tonight. So Rima, there's your cat who's 6, and then she's just playing by, or she's just like approaching like a kitten or a smaller cat. Maybe I'm not sure, Rima. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment here. I'm just not understanding. All right. Let's go back outside for a little bit. Rima, you're not okay. Okay. I'm just not sure, Rima. I mean, are you like concerned that your cat's gonna like hurt the little cat? Can you approach the little cat? Is the little cat a stray cat? Are you able to approach the little cat yourself? I know, Whites. You're in your Walmart box. Walmart's not a sponsor, by the way, but she's in her Walmart box. You adopt street cats, Remo? Okay. Well, if you can approach it, then capture the kitty and take them in. Make sure that they're have a good checkup, that they're healthy, and then do whatever you normally do, like adopt her or foster, or yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you do, but that sounds like a good idea. Thank you, Bailey, for gifting somebody a membership. Danny Dimes, what a name, Danny Dimes. Well, Danny Dimes, if you ever hear this or see this, then your gifted membership is from Bailey. I hope you appreciate it and use it. Hi, Pandora. Got your big old ears. You probably got some dirty ears. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, she's got some. I know you're like, I don't want you any. I'm embarrassed by my ears. I know. We gotta clean your ears, honey. I do have a potential video about Pandora. Those who may not know, Pandora used to have a hyperthyroid disease, and we got her treated. So let me know in chat if anybody would be interested in seeing a video I think I found it. So if anybody would be interested in a video about her, it's about 10 minutes long or so. And it talks about, it's kind of like my diabetic video. It goes into quite a bit of detail with hyperthyroidism, what it is, how it can be treated, all that good fun stuff. And, you know, the Pandora you see right now is not the Pandora that's on the video. So she looks a lot worse because she got down. Pandora is about 9.5 pounds now. But when she was having this disease, which was causing her to lose weight, she got down to about 7 pounds. And she looked just awful at 7 pounds. And, you know, we weren't sure if she was going to survive or not. But thankfully, the treatment that we got her eradicated her thyroid issue. Cake, the gray one reminds you of a lot of the one that was stolen. Oh, that's not good. Sorry to hear that there, Cake. Sue, I appreciate it. Thank you, friend, for the super. Yes, Rima, Pandora was healthy before. She got hyperthyroidism. She got really sick with it. We did a I-130. Rima, you probably heard of this treatment, I-131 treatment. It's just a special, it's like an iodine radiation shot that goes into the cat's bloodstream. It goes up to where the thyroid is, up in the neck area. And it eradicates the tumor that's on the thyroid, and it's like 95% successful rate, and she's been good ever since then. Kit. Hi, kitties. We got to go in. It's getting a little too rainy out here. And we're going to go to see if we can find Max, Rima, for you. Come on, kitties. Come on, baby. Baby, we got to go in. Come on. Come on. Let's move our butt. Pandora. Come on, Pandora. Come on, pancakes. Yeah, so we definitely got some rain out here. Come on, pancakes. Pancakes, you're okay. Thank you, Bruce, for the super. Appreciate it. I know, Yoda. It's not all about you, Yoda, all the time. All right, Rima, let's see if my wife is taking a nap or trying to. So let's see if I can get Max. He might be under the bed, though. Hi, Yoda. Well, Rima, we had a few minutes there. Yeah, he's doing better. I just don't want to talk. His wife is sleeping. And she needs her beauty rest. I'll see if I can try to go back in there a little bit, Rima, for you a little later. Little old Rosemary. Oh, Maya, I know, yes, the door squeaks. Don't worry though, Maya. We obviously before we put this house on the market, I'm going to DW40 all the squeaky doors, which is almost all of them for whatever reason. You know, Rosemary's looking even smaller than normal here because, I don't know, maybe this bed isn't made right now. We're washing her sheets. Roz, you have to go for now. Always a pleasure. I agree. Pleasure seeing you as well, Roz. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And I guess we'll see you hopefully tomorrow, Roz, with that dual live stream. Hi, honey. Did I wake you up? Now we get to hear Yoda in his lunacy. Yeah, our one other kind of concern somewhat is when we do put in this new carpet. Unfortunately, this little sweet girl, she has a big mouth, but what was that, Rosie? I know he's loud, isn't he? Um, she has a bad tendency of puking or pooping on the floor sometimes. Thankfully, she doesn't ever pee on the floor, but she definitely poops and pukes on the floor. So when she does that after this new carpet is put up, we're gonna have to like right away just get to it and get it cleaned up. Hello there, Marjorie, and hello there is a Polum. Hello, thank you for saying hi. Hello and welcome if you are new. Hello there, Rosa. Thank you for saying hi as well. Are you new here? Yeah, those who are new here, this is Rosemary. She is one of 9 kitty cats that have graced us with their presence that we live with. All of them are pretty much rescues or foster fills. Rosemary was rescued from an animal hospital that I was working with, and she was with the animal hospital for about 6 months or so. She was brought in by somebody who wanted to put her down because she just couldn't take care of her anymore. Which, I mean, I kind of understand if you can't take care of a cat, but don't bring them in to put them down. I mean, just put them up. You know, take them somewhere where they can hopefully have another home. But anyways, that's a little bit of Rosemary's backstory. Hi, honey. Like, I'm got a sleepies. I know, Rosie. I might join you soon enough here. It's definitely. What do you all like to do? Here's a question for everybody. So it's raining outside for me. So if it was raining where you live, do you either like to, when it's raining like this, like put on an old movie that you like to watch, or do you like to take a nap? What is something like some things that you like to do that you enjoy doing when it is raining like it is outside? Is there anything in particular? Cindy, you like to nap? Rima, you like to nap as well? So we got some nappins so far. Bruce playing some games. You know, Bruce, I'm thinking about getting back into some video game playing. So I'm definitely gonna probably have to start buying some systems again. Um, it's something I might start doing soon enough. Cup of coffee, Rima. Catitude, you're not a napper? Oh, I enjoy a good nap every so often. Hey, though, Rosie, just get that worm. You don't like the worm. Sherry, you like to watch horror movies? Lewis fighting a nap and then losing to it. You're just resting your eyes, right, Lewis? That's what my dad always told me. He's not napping. He's not falling asleep. He's just resting his eyes. That was like always his one of his sayings. I do miss my father. Bruce, I'm thinking of like getting a PS5 eventually, but I think maybe like a PS3 or a PS4 at first because there are some like old like role playing games that I would like to revisit and play again, or some ones that I haven't. Now, unfortunately, like last night or the night before, I accidentally Tang and Yoda got into Rosemary's bedroom. It happens on occasion. They're like super fast. And thank goodness, she didn't really pay much attention to Tang. She saw him, but she's like, yeah, whatever. But Yoda, though, she saw him and she was like doing like this, like this weird like hiss spitting. It's like funny. She's a funny cat sometimes. And she does like a spitting, like she's a snake. Hi, Tigris. How is gosh, Tigris? What is the kitty's? One of the kitties' new Nala, right? I think Nala. I want to say Nala. How is she doing, and how are the others doing? Now, Rosemary, with all this licking of your fur, you're not going to be throwing up a hairball later, are you? Are you? Like maybe. You know you're going to clean it up regardless, so it doesn't really matter, huh? Ember, that's right. That was the other one. Couldn't remember the other new one. Ember was the one that was recently adopted, right, Tigress? Lewis, cold, short, overcast days just make the atmosphere better. Horror. What about nighttime though, Lewis? Isn't nighttime the best time to watch a horror movie? Has anybody speaking of horror movies, has anybody seen the Evil Dead movies? And I don't mean the newer one, I mean like the old Bruce Campbell, like campy ones, like the silly looking ones. I'm gonna like invert the camera slightly because Rosemary's doing a little bit of spring cleaning at the moment. And we don't need to be, you know, we try to keep this PG rated. Rosemary's trying to go X rated on me here. We don't need that. Well, maybe not X rated, maybe PG 13. Yeah, my Evil 1 and 2. And then Army of Darkness, or is that Evil Dead 2? No, I think that's a separate movie, isn't it? I think there's like three of them. Hello there, Tigress. I know that's Spanish. I know that, but I don't know what that says. But ¿qué pasa? Or Español? Sí, Español. No, I can't talk. But hola. Here we go. Hola. Hola's a good one. Catitude that is not true because she doesn't keep her carpet clean in her room because she's always pooping or puking on it. Oh, Rima, I appreciate the translation. She is saying how beautiful. Okay, thank you, Rima. Hello there, Crypt. Horror games in the rain is a vibe. Horror games like Silent Hill 2. You can do nya 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 nya. Well, Rima, you know more than I. You know more than me. You know, so far, I'm going to knock on Rosemary's bones here, just ever so slightly. We haven't had any clowns or anything. Catitude, you guess you would say that she doesn't keep the top of her nose clean. No. No, she's got a dirty little nose. Let's get a little up close and personal here. A little pedicure that she's got going on. Oh, meow, 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 meow. Bruce, you're playing Fallout 4. I think I've heard of Fallout. Um, like post-apocalyptic kind of survival game, Bruce, I think. Right now I'm just trying to survive Yoda's meowing because he's giving me a headache. All right, let's go play slash tease slightly Yoda here for a smidge. We'll come back though. Come on. Come on. I know we go meh. Hello there, Victor. By any kitten, none of these kitties are for adoption. No, Victor. None of these cats. All these cats are rescues and foster fails. These 9 cats that we have, they all live with us, or we live with them, I should say. However, though, Victor, I will say as a community, we do sponsor cats, and we do help them get adopted from various cat shelters and cat rescue places around the world. So if that is something that you're interested in being part of, then feel free. Rima, what do I think about what? Oh, did you say something about watching Annabelle? Well, Rima, I would, but YouTube would shut it. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know. I wonder if you did a live stream and if you put on a movie through the camera, like through the camera that you're watching, would it be shut down by YouTube? I think it wouldn't because the thing is, you would be talking, or at least I would be talking through it. Um, so that's interesting. I don't know. That could be an interesting live stream sometime, Rima. Like watch, like put on something. And has anybody heard of or seen? There used to be a TV show called what was it called? Science Mystery 3000. Has anybody heard of that? Science Mystery 3000? Are you done, Yoda? Yeah, Lewis. Have a good night, Lewis. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, Science Mystery Theater 3000. It's about so we'll go back outside again here. Um, it's about come on, Yoda. It's about you have this human, and then you have like these like cheesy, like they almost look like robots. They're very like cheesy side effects, and they put on like a 1950s like silly like B-rated horror movie like back in the 50s, and they basically like make fun of it the whole time, or like they have like running commentary through the whole video. It's kind of funny. Hello there, Glare Bear. Hey, kitties. Well, here for a little bit. It's a bit muggy out here, huh, Kit? Kit. Come on, Kit. You got to beat the baby because she wants to get up here as well. Hello there, Queen B. Dot. You love Mystery Science? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Awesome. It's a funny show. I don't know if it's on anymore, though. Looks like we got around 70 people in here. If anybody is new here, my name is Adam, and we have 9 cats that we live with. We donate all of our channel money to charity at the end of every month. So if that's something you want to be a part of, whether just as a kind of a member in the community, or a channel member or a donating person to help those kitties, then feel free. And if you are new, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Rima, we're going to go back up again for not too long, and then I'll try to get Max again on. He's under the bed though, so I'm not going to be able to talk much about it, but we'll get him again. I'll get you a few more minutes with Max before we're done here, Rima. I don't know if I'm going to go an hour. I've been going an hour recently on Saturdays, but my throat is already kind of feeling on fire a little bit, so I might cut it before 2 hours. We're at an hour and 10 minutes right now, so maybe an hour and a half or so, maybe about 20 more minutes. I got to be careful because the power might go out. The thing about here too with all these storms, we've had some power outages recently, and I would rather like end this live before I lose power. I don't think I'm going to lose power, but you never know. Yep, you heard thunder. Yep. Glare Bear, that show still comes on certain retro channels if you have cable. I don't have cable TV, I have YouTube TV, but it might be one of those channels, Glare Bear. Oh, I appreciate that, Queen Bee. I'm always, yep, always stay safe and feel better. Yeah, I'm not, I still got like another probably 20 minutes in me. It just, with my live streams, Queen Bee, I talk pretty much. I like to engage with people that like watch the channel and watch these live streams. I try to engage with them the whole time. So just sometimes your voice gets a little sore, a little raw. Come on, Kit. You're a good girl. Those who might be new, we got Kit out here with me. We got the baby, and we got Tiny. Three out of the 9. I was gonna say 3 out of the 6 there for a second. Maya, there's like 2 or so. Max is kind of afraid of lightning or afraid of storms sometimes, and then so is Kit on occasion, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting them right now. You know, Catitude, that's interesting because I think that's why, and those who have live with doggies, isn't there a thing? It's called like the Thunder Shirt, I think, that is supposed to like it helps cats, or not cats, I'm sorry, it helps dogs like be more comfortable because they have like this tight fitting shirt around them and it gives them like a sense of security, right? Or am I hallucinating on this? I mean, it is possible. I do hallucinate on quite a bit of things in life from time to time. I don't know if I'm hallucinating on that though or not. I do say that sometimes I have too much catnip. I've sniffed too much. I've eaten too much catnip, and I've sniffed too much litter in my life. You know, I'd love to have like an X-ray or an MRI of my brain, and it being just all like full of catnip. It'd be quite interesting. Be quite interesting. I'm not hallucinating. That's good to know. I was worried there for a moment. Hello there, Latoya. You were talking about that to your aunt. Her doggy has anxiety, and it was the 4th of July. And you have a kitty. Awesome, Latoya. What's your kitty's name? Rima, this is not a special connection between me and this baby. It's more like an obsession. She's obsessed with me. So, yeah. I almost sometimes feel like the baby is like a leech, right? She just leeches onto me. She sucks my soul dry. I'm kidding, by the way, if anybody thinks that's serious. But she is kind of like a leech, though, sometimes. An overgrown leech. Apollo, a 2-year-old orange tabby. Awesome. And she's 2. Or he's 2, I'm sorry. Any other kitties, Latoya? Or do you just have the one? The one. Oh, what do you think you're doing? Oh, you're getting angry. Latoya, you'd like to have a buddy? That sounds like a good idea. One cat, though, definitely can be lonely. He's 2. Is he neutered, Latoya? Is your kitty neutered? Because I would highly recommend another cat as well. Hello there, Lucas. I'm asking Latoya if he's neutered, though, because sometimes if the cat is not neutered and you bring in another cat, especially if it's another male cat, they sometimes do not get along and they will fight each other. So it's just something you might have to just keep an eye on or be careful with if Apollo is not fixed. It's the boober scoobers. All right, guys. Kitties, we're going to go back in again. I'm going to go find Max. We're going to check with Rosemary. And then we're going to take a look at Yoda over here, who's looking all forlorn. Yoda's definitely missing his toy right now. He's like very sad at the moment. He's like depressed. He's like, where did my toy go? Latoya, Apollo isn't neutered. He gave us shots. You're aware. Okay, you just got him in. Okay, awesome. Yeah, definitely get him fixed, Latoya, for his own health, for his own life. That he'll have a longer life being fixed. And if you do bring in another kitty, and if it's a male, just make sure they're fixed as well. Because, like I said, 2 unneutered males, it's a bad combination. See, I'm swinging his little toy up, his little laser toy, and it perks him up a little bit. He's like, "Oh, what's that?" His eyes are getting a little bit bigger. I almost blinded myself because I had the laser toy still on and I had it towards my eyes. If any kitties are watching, don't follow my example. Do not put a laser pointer in your eye or in the cat's eye. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Yeah, we got the chillin' tuxes. Hi, Yoda. Hi, baby. You're a good boober. Queen Bee, good question. Do you feed these cats once or twice? More actually. They have dry food down 24/7. Oh, that's not true anymore. They do have dry food down the bulk of the day. Most of them get a little bit of wet food in the morning and some wet food at night. We do have certain ones though, Queen, that are diabetic or have other health issues, so they get fed multiple times throughout the day. Yes, Catitude. Anybody with kitties or small doggies, I would always encourage these hammocks. They cost about $30 or so. They're easy to put on, and the cats love them. How does the whistling work on them? Depends on the cat. Yoda usually is in tune to the whistle. Kit. But most of the time, I just can call their name. Kit's looking at something out there. I don't know what. Hello there. Is it Sybil? Hello. All right, cats. I'm starting to melt out here. It's not hot, but it is incredibly humid. So I'm going to go back inside. And so are these kitties. Come on, kitties. Come on. Come on, Kit. Come on. Come on, Tine. Tine. Oh. Tiny, do I have to dump you? You're going to cause an earthquake, Tiny, when you fall. Come on. Tiny. Did I ever say these cats are stubborn? Hi, yeah, you're stubborn. Tiny, are you attached to the thing? Come on, Tine. Come on, there you go. Come on, Yoda. Come on. Come on, baby. Hey, you. Let's go. Okay. Whew. Hello there, Kelly. All right, Rima, let me see if I can show you a little bit more of Max here. And then we'll finish up with Rosemary, and then I'll probably go in about 10 minutes or so. We won't quite make it to those 2 hours. Saibol, I don't have any idea what that language is, but hello. And you may not understand English, but hi. Oh. All right, there's Maxie Rima. Catitude, I'm going to talk a little lower because the wife is, I hope, sleeping. No, Rosemary, we do let out there by herself because she's not going to do anything. But the others, we don't because Kit once crashed through the screened-in porch. So ever since that happened, we always have an eye on all of them. We're always out there with them, besides Rosie. Max. Max. Hi, Bright Eyes. And we got Zelda the Blob over there. Oh. And of course, we got Yoda. We always have Yoda. All right, I'm going to turn the flash off, and we're going to go finish up with Rosie. Oh. It's going away. Okay. I'm sure Rosie has not gone far. Oh, she's in exactly the same position. Maya, that is a high potential. I am very blessed to be married to my better half. I could not say enough good things about my wife. Yeah, very, very blessed. Very much a better half. And somebody, we've been married nearly 20 years and, hope to be married another 50 years. So, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know if I say unfortunate. We were never blessed with human kids. Bit of a long story, but kind of some family genetics on my side. I kind of got some screwy family genetics, but never had any human kids. So I think that's probably why we kind of gravitated towards the felines. And every so often I do wonder, like, if we did have at least like one human child, if we would have all of these cats. And I think we probably wouldn't. So I'm kind of glad that we never did have human kids and that we thought about adopting at one point in time as well, but it just never felt right for whatever reason. Um, but it's just kind of how it was supposed to be, and here we are instead, just providing a good quality life for our feline babies instead of any human babies. They definitely are, Maya. They never grow up. They never leave the home. But no, cats, dogs, they are definitely childlike, and I wish more humans were childlike as well. Not so, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking, but I feel like, when we become adults, we kind of lose a sense of that innocence or a sense of that childlike wonderment, and too often can become a little either apathetic or jaded in life, and that's never good. Brittany saying kitty or saying pets are kids as family. Yep, they're definitely our family. We live in their good graces. Cat has who never been a quote unquote kid person. Makes you nervous to be around them. You take full of cat. Well, Catitude, then you're a little bit like my wife. She's not necessarily really like a kid person herself. She always like was in amazement when I could like go work in a school for as long as I did. Because I tell you, it takes a special kind of patience to work with children all day. Uh, Being a teacher, Catitude definitely had its good, bad, and ugly. I think that's where sometimes when people come on here, I don't, again, I'll call them clowns, people who just kind of act a little silly. I try for the most part, not always, but for the most part, to have a conversation with them because I like to try to give everybody a chance because you never know when somebody might come in, maybe they're having a bad day or whatever. But then if you talk to them, I don't know, maybe at the end, they'll see things a little differently, and you could have what could be an enemy at one point in time, kind of, quote unquote, kind of an enemy in a way. Maybe you can turn them into a friend or an ally. uh, so I know a lot of people, they're like, they hate trolls or clowns, but I always like to give everybody an opportunity to have a conversation. Now, if they're just going to be silly the whole time and kind of just repeat themselves, then I'm just going to put them in timeout or block them because I'm just not going to deal with it. But I always like to give people an opportunity. Like the last time, I think on Tuesday, there was a channel named Brown Bag. I think it was Brown Bag. And, we wound up having, at least I feel like on my end, a decent conversation. I don't know if I'll ever see them again, but hopefully maybe will maybe change their mind frame a little bit in far as what we were talking about on that conversation. Queen Bee, completely agree. For what the pay is, it is pitiful. Um, and then as far as the respect goes, I mean, I feel like not even, I feel like life in general, people are not given, or they don't give each other the respect that they should anymore. Let alone teachers, just people in general. They're so like quick with others, and they're just, I don't know. They just the overall society seems to have a respect issue. I feel, but I am going to start to wrap up. Um, I do appreciate everybody, especially those who are new to the community, new to this family. Hopefully, this is a place maybe that you will come back and visit again. Again, we do these live streams Tuesdays and Thursday, or Tuesdays and Saturdays. Um, Let me answer this question real quickly before I continue on wrapping up. Maya, what subject did you teach? So in the beginning, it was a fifth grade, and it was science. And then I learned really, really, really quickly Maya, that like lead teaching, like the lead teacher wasn't for me. I did get a degree, a bachelor's in education and all that stuff, but I learned quickly that like teaching, lead teaching wasn't for me. I still wanted to be a part of a classroom, so I just became like an assistant thereafter, after like that first year or so. Um, and then it was just I was in various grades. It was all elementary though. First K, second, third, all the grades. So you pretty much kind of helped with all the subjects, right? And I also did some stuff in like special ed as well, which is very. It takes a very special person, no pun intended, but a very special person to be in special ed. You have to have a ton of patience, understanding, and just realize that a lot of the kids, they can't help what they're doing. It's just something, chemically, or just something wired in them, that they have certain things that they cannot control. So you have to kind of, give them a lot of grace for that. Brittany, or remember, hold on. So Queen, enjoy the chatting. Just subscribed. Awesome. Appreciate it, Queen. And then Brittany saying, nice meeting you. All of you saying, nice meeting you. Awesome. Latoya, it was nice speaking with you as well. You're new here, awesome. Love to join on Saturdays, Tuesdays if it's around lunch. So, the schedule normally on Tuesdays, Latoya, and for everybody else who might be new, Tuesdays is at nighttime. It's usually at 7 o'clock at night. So if you can't catch it, that's fine. But then Saturdays are normally like around my time I started today was around 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Another quick thing that I want to tell everybody who might be new here, excuse me, is all channel earnings. So every single cent that I make off of this channel, it all goes back to cat rescues and cat charities across the entire world. Excuse me. And we have about 30 different places that we donate to across the world, and we do that every month at the end of the month. So actually, next Saturday we will be doing our donations for June. So I'll have a community post. I'm very active in the community posts here. I always like to keep engaged with what I call the community, or the family of people who are part of this channel and part of like this mission on what we do. Lastly, I always like to say, remember to adopt and don't shop. Don't shop around for cats. Adopt them. Don't get designer cats. They have health issues, and you're feeding into breeders. And I hate to say this, but to me, breeders are just no good. Not terrible human beings, but we need to kind of stop breeding cats and just let them breed normally. We don't need like certain type of designer cats out there in the world anymore. If you are thinking of adopting a cat, try to always think of adopt a senior cat. Senior cats, they struggle getting adopted. People always want the cute little kitten first and foremost. But always think about though adopting a senior cat, because quite often they don't get adopted, and depending on what kind of place they're in, if they don't get adopted by a certain amount of time, they get put down. That's just the reality and the facts of the world, unfortunately. Um, uh, and then lastly, just always speak up for those who cannot. So speak up for our feline friends. That's always my kind of like my ending statement, if you will. Queen, you admire the charity. You rescue kitties in Puerto Rico. Awesome. Queen, and anybody else, if anybody else has a cat charity or cat rescue place anywhere in the world that you want us to maybe start donating to, then please let me know. In a comment on a video or whatever, just let me know, and I'll look into it, and I will add it to the list. So until then, one and all, everybody, God bless, take care. I hope you all have a good rest of your Saturday. I will be live again tomorrow with the dual stream on Sunday. That's going to start at 11 a.m. So maybe I'll see some of you there tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's it. My voice is raw, so I'm gonna go, because tomorrow will be a lot of talking with Shelly and answering any cat questions that y'all might have. Until then, take care. God bless. Be good. Be safe. And always speak up for those who cannot, like little old Rosie here. All right, y'all have a good rest of your night. Take care, and bye bye. I know, Yoda. I know. I'll be out there soon. Yoda.